But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Wait, hold
on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, cause you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talks is cause you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, cause part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me.
If you thought Kanye West was finished exposing the Kardashian-Jenner empire, think again. Kanye is back and stirring the pot with some explosive claims that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner were allegedly plotting to silence the victims of none other than Diddy himself. This isn't just some random outburst. This could be a game changer. Kanye has been calling out the Kardashians for years, dragging them for their manipulative ways and shady business moves. But this time, things seem way more sinister. Rumors are swirling that Kim and Kris were deeply entangled in Diddy's dark business dealings, working behind the scenes with his other questionable associates. And get this, right after news broke that the FBI raided Diddy's homes, Kim instantly unfollowed him on every single social media platform. No hesitation, no explanation, just gone. Now, some might say it's just a coincidence. But let's be real. The Kardashians don't make moves without a reason. Fans are starting to believe that Kim and Kris are scrambling to cut ties with Diddy to avoid getting caught up in his growing scandal. Could they actually be involved in helping to cover up his wrongdoings? The internet sure thinks so. Speculation is swirling that they're pulling strings behind the scenes to keep Diddy's alleged victims quiet, protecting their own image at all costs. And the deeper this Diddy investigation goes, the more celebrities are getting dragged right into the chaos. Some are being exposed for partying with him, while others, like Kim and Kris, are now being accused of actively helping to hide the truth. It's like Hollywood's darkest secrets are all coming to light, and no one is safe. This scandal is exploding, and it's only getting messier by the day. Back in the day, when being connected to Diddy was the ultimate status symbol, the Kardashians were all over it. They did everything they could to tie themselves to his fame and power. But the moment Diddy got arrested, the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan flipped the script and went into full-blown damage control. It was like they couldn't erase their connection to him fast enough. Kim Kardashian was the first to make a move, dropping Diddy like a hot potato across all her social media accounts. One by one, the rest of the family followed her lead, deleting posts, wiping out pictures, scrubbing every mention of him. They didn't leave a single trace behind. But that wasn't enough for them. Allegedly, they even launched a secret media campaign to make sure the world knew they were distancing themselves from Diddy and all his shady business. They weren't just deleting posts, they were rewriting the narrative. An insider spilled to In Touch Weekly that the Kardashians were in full panic mode over their ties to Diddy. According to the source, Kris Jenner was scrambling behind the scenes, doing everything she could to separate the family from the growing scandal. But here's where it gets even messier. The original article revealing this insider information mysteriously vanished. Deleted. Gone. Probably wiped clean as part of the Kardashians' massive PR campaign to make it seem like they're unbothered and completely untouched by Diddy's drama. But guess what? All their damage control only made things worse. So the internet doesn't forget. Recently, the Kardashians got dragged again when an old post of Khloe Kardashian with Diddy resurfaced and went viral. Back in 2013, Khloe shared a photo of herself posing with Diddy, captioned, "Happy birthday, Diddy. You're an incredible friend to my family." Yikes. That post aged like milk. No matter how hard they try to clean up their image, the receipts just keep popping up. The Kardashians thought they could bury their past, but it's coming back to haunt them, and the internet is watching their every move. Khloe Kardashian has always seemed to have a much closer relationship with Diddy than the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner family. From a young age, barely a teenager, Khloe was already hanging out with Diddy, and shockingly, she was often unsupervised. It wasn't just the occasional event either. It got so intense that Kris Jenner allegedly allowed Khloe to go on tour with Diddy. To put this into perspective, this was before the Kardashians became the global icons we know today. This was way before Keeping Up with the Kardashians even existed, back when their fame was mainly tied to Robert Kardashian's involvement in the infamous O.J. Simpson trial. At that point, Khloe wasn't even dabbling in reality TV or any part of the entertainment industry. She wasn't a singer, actress, or influencer. So people started questioning, why was she even on Diddy's tour? Was she a backup dancer? A stylist? Maybe an assistant? Nope, none of that. From what anyone can tell, she wasn't on Diddy's payroll at all. It really seemed like she was just there for the vibes. And here's the most unsettling part. Khloe was only 16 years old. Imagine a teenager being allowed to travel and party with one of the biggest figures in the music industry without any clear reason or supervision. We may never fully understand why Kris Jenner thought it was okay for Khloe to be in that environment at such a young age. But over the years, this strange detail has raised a lot of eyebrows and fueled endless speculation about the Kardashians' connections with Diddy. And this isn't where the story ends. It's just another piece in the tangled web linking the Kardashians to Diddy. In fact, an old clip from Keeping Up with the Kardashians has resurfaced and is making the rounds online. In the video, Khloe casually spills some wild tea about the outrageous parties she attended at Diddy's mansion. Sitting with Kourtney, Khloe didn't hold back on the jaw-dropping details of the chaotic, over-the-top bashes she got into. Whatever really went down at those parties and why Khloe was so deeply involved with Diddy remains a mystery. But it's clear this connection runs deeper than anyone realized. Khloe didn't hold back when she started spilling the tea about Diddy's infamous parties. She casually mentioned that a lot of the guests were proudly flaunting it all, completely in their birthday suits. According to Khloe, Diddy's wild parties were exactly as outrageous and over-the-top as people made them out to be. While chatting with Kourtney, she even teased that Kourtney would have absolutely loved the vibe at those insane gatherings. But Kourtney wasn't satisfied with just hearing that. It made her even more curious. She pressed Khloe for more juicy details, and Khloe was more than ready to deliver. She started casually name-dropping some of the celebrities she ran into at those parties, and one name stood out: Justin Bieber. At the time, Justin was only 20 years old. Now, seeing Justin Bieber at a wild Diddy party might not shock everyone, but some found it unsettling, especially considering rumors swirling back then. Whispers around Hollywood claimed Justin was allegedly one of Diddy's so-called boy toys at the time. While nothing was ever confirmed, it definitely raises some eyebrows about what really went on at those parties. Kourtney couldn't help but feel major FOMO after hearing about all the craziness Khloe witnessed. In fact, in a recently resurfaced clip from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kourtney looked visibly envious as Khloe described the wild scenes from Diddy's notorious events. The way they talked about those parties and seemed excited to be part of that world says a lot about how deep the Kardashians' connection with Diddy actually was. But here's the real kicker. It wasn't just Khloe getting cozy with Diddy. In fact, Khloe's connection might have been the most innocent out of the entire family. Take Kim Kardashian, for example. One of Kim's earliest links to Diddy dates back to when she was still working as a stylist for Paris Hilton. Even back then, Kim was spotted at Diddy's parties, rubbing elbows with Hollywood elites. Fast forward to 2008, and Kim wasn't just attending the occasional party. She was popping up in more and more photos with Diddy at exclusive A-list events. And it didn't stop with Kim. Slowly but surely, the entire Kardashian clan started appearing at the same high-profile gatherings, getting more intertwined with Diddy's inner circle. This wasn't some casual friendship. Their relationship with Diddy ran deep. And the more these old stories and photos resurface, the more people are starting to question just how far those connections really went. In 2009, Khloe Kardashian was spotted attending one of Diddy's iconic all-white parties at his lavish Beverly Hills mansion, a gathering notorious for its exclusivity and wild energy. Then, just a year later in 2010, Kim and Kourtney Kardashian were seen partying alongside Diddy at Andre Harrell's star-studded birthday bash. By this point, it was clear that rubbing shoulders with Diddy had become part of the Kardashians' social strategy. Let's be honest, nothing about the Kardashians' public appearances is accidental. Their every move is calculated, and their repeated presence at Diddy's events wasn't just about having fun. It was a carefully crafted move to boost their social standing. And who's the mastermind behind all these perfectly timed public appearances? None other than the family's matriarch, Kris Jenner. Kris has been close with Diddy for years, and she was very strategic about placing her daughters in the same elite circles as him. This wasn't just casual networking, it was deliberate. Back when the Kris Jenner show was on air, Kris even invited Diddy as a guest. During the interview, Diddy openly flirted with her, joking that he'd had a crush on her for a long time. At the time, people laughed it off as playful banter. But now, with Diddy's growing legal troubles, that friendly relationship is being viewed in a whole new light. Digging deeper, fans have uncovered more signs of just how close Kris and Diddy really were. In 2012, Kris shared a cozy photo of herself with Diddy, both looking extra comfortable together. It didn't raise too many eyebrows back then, but in hindsight, it feels like a piece of a much bigger puzzle. And let's not forget, Kris Jenner is the driving force behind nearly every major move the Kardashians have made to stay in the spotlight. From orchestrating brand deals to managing scandals, Kris has been pulling the strings from the very beginning. We all know how the Kardashian empire truly began, with Kim Kardashian's infamous tape with Ray J. That was the scandal that skyrocketed the family into fame, and rumors have long swirled that Kris had a hand in managing that situation to their advantage. So, when you connect the dots, Kris's close friendship with Diddy, her efforts to intertwine her daughters with his circle, and her history of controlling the family's image, it's hard not to wonder just how deep the ties between the Kardashians and Diddy really go. Allegedly, Kim Kardashian's infamous tape wasn't a leak at all. In fact, shocking claims suggest that Kris Jenner masterminded the entire situation. Reports say Kris didn't just allow it to happen. She personally handpicked Ray J for the role and even made both him and Kim sign a contract to ensure everything went according to plan. But it gets even darker. Allegedly, Kris had Kim and Ray J record multiple versions of the tape, reviewing each one carefully before selecting the footage that showcased Kim's best angles. Let that sink in for a second. Imagine a mother casually watching explicit videos of her own daughter and coldly deciding which one should be released to the public for maximum impact. It's a disturbing thought, but the story doesn't stop there. According to insiders, Kris didn't pull this off alone. She reportedly had help from none other than her longtime friend, Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy not only reviewed the contract, but also gave Kris advice on which version of the tape would have the greatest effect when released. Now, Kanye West has been calling out the Kardashians and their shady behavior for years. Most people brushed off his claims, chalking them up to his usual erratic behavior. But now, with all these unsettling connections between Diddy and the Kardashians coming to light, Kanye's rants are starting to make a lot more sense. And here's where things get even more twisted. Remember Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Corey Gamble? Rumors have been swirling for a while that Corey wasn't just Kris's partner. He allegedly used to do a lot of behind-the-scenes grunt work for Diddy. But the most shocking claim? Some whispers in Hollywood suggest that Corey Gamble was involved in something much darker. There's an unsettling rumor that after Kim's supposed death, Diddy hired someone to quietly clean up Kim's house, removing anything that could potentially link him to the situation. And allegedly, the man Diddy called for the job was Corey Gamble. Adding fuel to the fire, photos from Kim's house on that fateful day recently resurfaced and went viral. Some internet sleuths have even speculated that Corey was spotted at the scene before law enforcement arrived, raising serious questions about what really went down. And you know what makes it even more believable that Corey Gamble might have been involved in all of this? His name has been tied to multiple disturbing incidents involving celebrities being drugged. Kanye West didn't hold back when he straight up accused Corey of working with the Kardashians to harm him. Kanye even put Corey on blast in a now infamous tweet, saying, "God has a plan to remove the godless Corey, and I think he's a nice person. Not a great person. A nice person who used to be around Puff's family, then got around Justin Bieber, and then when Kris got divorced, he slid in." That statement alone raised a lot of eyebrows. Kanye was pointing out that Corey seemed to conveniently weave himself into powerful social circles, from being around Diddy's family to getting close to Justin Bieber, and then suddenly becoming Kris Jenner's boyfriend after her divorce. It's no surprise that people started questioning Corey's true intentions. But wait, the shady connections don't stop there. Another suspicious tie between Diddy and the Kardashians is through Lou Taylor. For those who don't know, Lou Taylor owns a major Hollywood talent management company and has been entangled in some incredibly shady business dealings. Lou and her husband reportedly have close relationships with both Diddy and Kris Jenner. Allegedly, this trio, Lou, Diddy, and Kris, have teamed up more than once to manipulate and scam celebrities. One of the most disturbing claims is that they would conspire to fabricate mental health issues in certain stars, getting them medicated and labeled as mentally unfit. And once that label stuck, Lou would somehow persuade the courts and banks to hand over full control of the celebrity's finances to her. Sound familiar? That's exactly what went down with Britney Spears. Lou Taylor was heavily involved in Britney's conservatorship, where Britney was stripped of control over her own life and career for over a decade. Now, word on the street is that the Kardashians weren't just bystanders. They allegedly had a stake in this entire scheme. Shocking claims suggest that the Kardashians profited massively, reportedly pocketing a staggering $600 million of Britney's hard-earned money. Let that sink in. The same people who built an empire off calculated media moves may have also had their hands in one of the most controversial celebrity conservatorships in history. These connections between Diddy, Corey Gamble, Lou Taylor, and the Kardashians are looking more tangled and more sinister than anyone ever imagined. Now, here's where Kanye West's story takes a chilling turn. Allegedly, Lou Taylor and the Kardashians hatched a plan to gain control over Kanye's massive fortune by making him appear mentally unstable and forcing him into a conservatorship, just like what happened to Britney Spears. Remember back in 2020 when Kanye went on a massive online rant? He publicly accused Kim Kardashian and her family of trying to have him institutionalized and take custody of his kids. Kanye didn't hold back, claiming, "Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up like on the movie Get Out, because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday." He repeated, "Kim tried to bring a doctor to lock me up with a doctor." At the time, Kanye's publicity team quickly tried to brush it off, suggesting he was simply off his bipolar medication. But what if that wasn't the whole story? Allegedly, it wasn't just about Kanye's mental health. Reports have surfaced that Kanye's own dentist, Dr. Thomas Connolly, had secretly been working with Kim and Kris Jenner to manipulate him. According to these claims, Kanye was being supplied with unnecessary nitrous oxide, an addictive sedative, to keep him under control. This shocking allegation came to light when Kanye's former chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos, filed a sworn affidavit in court. Milo accused Dr. Connolly of providing Kanye with prescription drugs he didn't need, intentionally making him dependent to gain access to his wealth and tighten control over him. But Milo didn't stop there. He took to Twitter with a lengthy thread, spilling even more tea. Milo claimed, "There's a reason formerly known as Kanye West, is no longer capable of successfully releasing music or clothing. In fact, there are several reasons, but the most serious and the most recent is his dentist, Thomas Connolly." This revelation added another dark layer to the story. If true, it suggests that Kanye wasn't just dealing with family drama or personal struggles. He was the target of a calculated scheme to strip him of his freedom and fortune. The more these details unfold, the more it seems Kanye's wild accusations weren't so wild after all. This wasn't just about family disputes. It was about control, power, and money. And the players involved? Kris Jenner, Lou Taylor, and possibly even Kanye's own medical professionals. According to shocking claims, Dr. Thomas Connolly deliberately got Kanye West hooked on nitrous oxide, better known as laughing gas. Milo Yiannopoulos, Kanye's former chief of staff, stated that he firmly believes Connolly's goal was to impair Kanye's mental state so that Connolly and his business partners could secretly siphon millions from Kanye's fortune. Milo revealed that earlier this year, he uncovered the alleged fraud and tried to intervene. However, Kanye, already under the influence of nitrous, intentionally sabotaged their relationship by proposing something so outrageous that Milo had no choice but to resign, something Kanye knew would push him away. Milo also exposed a disturbing pattern of behavior, calling Dr. Connolly a dangerous predator who specifically targets high-profile African-American celebrities. Milo even suspected that Connolly pulled the same stunt with rapper Lil Yachty, allegedly putting fake diamonds into his dental work. But it gets even more twisted. Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner were reportedly very close to Connolly. And not only were they aware of his schemes, but they were allegedly profiting from them, securing their own cut from the money Connolly was extracting. This raises a critical question. Where were Kim and Kris hiding all this illegal money? They couldn't exactly stash millions in a bank account or tuck it away in their closets. That's where Kris Jenner's phony church allegedly comes into play. For those who aren't aware, Kris founded the California Community Church, an exclusive congregation catering to Hollywood elites. On the surface, it appears to be a spiritual haven for the rich and famous, but rumors suggest something much darker. According to insiders, this church is allegedly nothing more than a front for money laundering. It's been said that the Kardashians, along with Lou Taylor, Dr. Thomas Connolly, and other shady associates, use the church to funnel money they don't want the government to trace. The church reportedly allows them to quietly move funds, avoiding detection while keeping their illicit profits safe. If these allegations are true, Kris's church isn't just a place of worship. It's a critical piece in a much larger scheme to protect and grow the Kardashian empire's hidden wealth. This connection between Kanye, Dr. Connolly, and Kris Jenner's church is painting an even darker picture of how deep and calculated this operation might be. The more these secrets unravel, the more it seems like the Kardashians' glittering public image hides a network of manipulation, exploitation, and possibly even criminal activity. Allegedly, Diddy wasn't just casually connected to Kris Jenner's California Community Church. He was a major patron, making massive donations over the years. But here's where it gets dark. Those donations weren't just going toward the church's development or community work. Sources claim a significant portion of Diddy's money was funneled into paying off victims to keep them silent. And for those who didn't take the hush money, that's where Diddy's so-called enforcers came in, allegedly using threats and intimidation to force victims into silence. Now, maybe this all sounds like another wild conspiracy theory. But have you ever wondered why Kanye West is so relentless in exposing the Kardashians and their shady connections? Why he seems obsessed with pulling back the curtain on their carefully crafted image? Insiders claim Kanye has receipts, solid proof showing how Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner didn't just try to cover up Diddy's mess. Allegedly, they even helped manage Diddy's expenses, including money used to secure his release after his arrest. Coincidence? Or is Kanye finally exposing the web of secrets Hollywood doesn't want us to see? But here's where I turn it over to you. Do you think Kanye is actually onto something here? Is he pulling back the curtain on the Kardashians' darkest secrets? Or is this all just another moment of Kanye being, well, Kanye? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We're dying to hear what you think about these wild allegations. And hey, if you're into jaw-dropping celebrity drama and the truth behind Hollywood's biggest scandals, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.